back to the table where everybody eat. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button for your boy. And if it's your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you don't miss out on the plays and updates we bring to you guys each and every day in the market. Now, I know you guys have been searching around for ImmunityBio Therapeutics, ticker symbol IBRX. Reason I say that is because the search has spiked or increased for ticker symbol IBRX over the past couple of weeks, and I understand why if you guys know anything about technicals or if you guys have been following this stock for some time. We are sitting around a critical spot or a critical area, which is the $2.36 zone. Let's just say 230 to 240. We have been finding support in that range, for a while. If we were to pull up the chart, which we actually go to the Discord community, Everybody Eats, link is below in the description and pinned in the top of the chat. I believe I just talked about this earlier today. Let's see, this maybe not in general chat. Where would I probably penny stocks. Yeah, so earlier today, just not long ago, roughly a half hour ago, I had told them how IBRX has earnings coming up. Well, I didn't tell them that, so I guess I'm telling you guys that. IBRX has earnings coming up, I believe, on November 10th. Not this week, but the following week on that Monday. And with us being in this range, as you can see from the chart, since roughly the middle to end of September up until now, we cannot break above that $2.85 zone, which was a prior support before we fell down to these areas here. Again, link is below in the description and pinned in the top of the chat for the Discord community, as well as my profile over on X or Twitter, where I talk about what I see in the market. I post charts, retweet a couple of things like updates going on in the market, etc. You see right here, we looking at Robinhood. Robinhood is probably going to be a beast this week. They have earnings as well. Tesla unveiling a flying car, supposedly. ASTS, another one that we're looking at. So again, link is below in the description and pinned in the top of the chat. Bringing us over to the daily chart on IBRX. And here we are, like I say, we've been in this range for a while. But if you guys look right here, ever since we gapped down from earlier in the year, actually this here was the end of December in 2024. We gapped down and we haven't been able to reclaim that 345 zone the entire year of 2025. We spiked up right here in February, looked as if we were going to break out. You guys seen all those prior videos, fell, spiked again, got around that 374 area back in June, failed, and we just been in like a little slight downtrend for right about now. But here's that 240 zone that I'm talking about that we have been holding up since the beginning of the year back in January of 2025. Held this area, popped, came back down, held it again in April around Liberation Day. So that's why I made this a golden zone. If we held this area here around Liberation, actually we lost it a little bit, but then we reclaimed it, and then now we're holding it again back in August, came down beneath, held it again, excuse me, held it again still in August, and then like I say, September. Now, what I do notice and what I do like on the daily time frame, if we were to remove these drawings, the 50 SMA has been going sideways and consolidating for a while, same way as price action since September up until now has been consolidating as well. If we look at the MACD, consolidation on this as well. So if you ask me, in my opinion, we simply need to reclaim and hold that 50 SMA, which is around that 250 zone, the psych level of 2,050 cents. Reclaim that, hold that area there, and then we can start trending upward to the upside. And maybe this downtrend we have right here, we can start to build something that goes the opposite direction. Going down to a lower time frame on the 4-hour joint, we have the same thing with the 50 SMA consolidating, but it also has been slightly range bound for some time, meaning we just been teeter-tottering around in this range here on the 50 SMA, but now it's been going sideways for a while, and then eventually we could start to see the 50 SMA trend higher along with price, along with the MACD. Now, you guys see we have the major pivot for upside right here, which starts at roughly 336 to about 364. We got the line in the sand around that 346 area. So if we can, first off, give you guys a couple of levels, get back above that 255 zone and then that 288 to 285 area there, or even this downtrend line, and mount this zone, then that's where I could see some more upside. We got $3, 303 technically. Then we have like 313 and 324. then that's where we could possibly see this 330 range right here. Mount that 330, we could possibly continue up higher to my ultimate goal for my next target to be the bottom of that gap, which is roughly $4.23. Skipping over the 2-hour time frame and going to the 1-hour time frame. The reason why I'm kind of I'm trickling down on the time frames because I want you guys to pay attention to how the 50 SMA on majority of these time frames has been going sideways and consolidating. So all we really need is for price action or price to really mount above that 50 SMA with a solid or decent curl up on the MACD for us to see that we have momentum building on this stock. Basically give us something like this. How the 50 SMA found support in the golden zone, started to trend up. As this trend up, so did price action. Right now, with the 50 SMA going sideways, that's the same thing price action has been doing, and it's been keeping us in this range of this chop that we have from, again, around this 230 zone to, let's just say, what's this about here, about 265, 270. Somewhere in that range we've been chopping for some time. Bringing us to the 30-minute time frame, which is where I typically trade intraday. I typically use a 30-minute time frame. And when I had thought that we were actually going to get some more upside on this stock, once we gapped up above that 50 SMA, MACD came into positive territory, and we trended upward, along with the along with the 50 SMA trending upward as well. I thought we was in. But when I seen on the 30-minute time frame, the 50 SMA reject around that 255 and curl downward, it showed me how all these prior times, the 50 SMA needs to get above this 255 zone on a 30-minute time frame. So we can end up getting, let's just say, this here comes down, but eventually respects price action, and then now we go up and we get above this 255, actually above it. I may front run a position for a swing. We already looking at and considering some long-dated option call options, probably the $2.50 or $3 straight before earnings. But for share aspect, if we can get above this 255 or the 50 SMA can get above this 255, that's where I may front run for a potential comeback, curl back down, hold, and then we get something of that nature right there. If we could get something like that on ticker symbol IBRX, then that's where I really would be I'll be a little bit more interested on going long share-wise and possibly going heavy on some call options on ticker symbol IBRX. That's what I have for you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Much love. We out.